So I want to play some PS2 classics in your Steam Deck. So let's go ahead and take a look how to do it. Very quick and easy to do. A few minutes of your time you'll be playing classics like Getaway, GTA 3, Wipeout, all the good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. So to make life a little bit easier while I'm doing this, I've installed a PC mouse into it so I can just do it a lot easier. If you've got a docking station, it's easy to do. It's just a USB connection. You can use one of them and it picks it up straight away, so that's good. So the first thing we want to do here is go into the desktop mode. So we'll go to the Steam menu and power, then go to switch to desktop. So as you already probably know, it's the SteamOS is based in Linux, so this is basically the Linux operating system in here. So what we're going to do first is make sure we've got Firefox installed. If you don't have that, just install that. So if you've not got a keyboard plugged in, hold in the Steam button and the X button, and that should give us a keyboard. So if we search in Google for PCSX2 and then we'll go to the home page. So once we're on the main page, we'll go and download the version for the Steam Deck. It's the Linux version you want, this one here, app image. Time of this video it's version 2.6.3. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And that's all we need from here. Now, what you're going to need for this emulator is BIOS files, and the legal way to get them is to take them from your console. You can also find them in other places if you look, but I've just got a USB stick plugged into it. But you can also use an SD card slot as well and transfer the games in BIOS over that way. So I've got a PS2 folder here. I'm just going to grab that and copy it to the desktop so we know where it is. So that's going to take 9 minutes. We'll just come back once that's done. If you're wondering why it's taking so long, there's a couple of games in there as well. It's not just the BIOS files. If it's just the BIOS files, you're probably only talking about 30 seconds of that. So that's the reason why it's taking a little longer. Now we're already down to 5 minutes, so that's not bad. So we'll just come back once this is ready. Okay, so that's the USB stick finished copying over. And we'll go into downloads. And we'll run this file here. Yes, we do it. And continue. So we'll just leave them as it is. You can also change them if you wish. So now it's asking for the BIOS files, which I've got in my PS2 folder here. So if you're going to set up the folder, basically just set up a PS2 folder on your PC and make another folder called games and put your games in there. Just keeps it all together. So we'll select that's asking for the BIOS directory now where the BIOS files have to be found. So we'll browse and we'll go into that. There we are, so we choose that. And you can see here all the different BIOSes. So I've put different BIOSes on it, a selection of them for different regions and things. So I'm just going to select the first one, which is USA, and click next. And that's asking us for our game directory. So what I'm going to do is just go in here and create a new folder and name that games. And I'll just place my games in that. So we'll add that folder, games, and yes again. Click next. Control is going to be the DualShock 2. Click next. And finish. So there we have our 3 games there. So the next thing we want to do is just make sure the controller's set up for it. Now if you've got this in dock mode, you can use a Bluetooth controller, but I'm just going to use it as a Steam Deck, just as a portable option. So go into controllers, just make sure they two are enabled there. SDL input source and the DualShock 4. They're already selected, so that's okay. And come out of there. What we also want to do is, when in here, set up memory cards as well. So go to memory card and go to create. You've got different options here, what you want to choose, different sizes of memory card. You can make as many as you want, so I just tend to stick to the 8 meg one, as it's most compatible and you don't really want issues with your save games, so I would just recommend just selecting that. And just give it a name. I'm just going to call it MC1. If you're using a memory card for a specific game, it takes up a lot of saves. You can just name the memory card after the game, then you know where to find them. There's also a way of transferring them as well, so you can transfer them to different machines and even a PS2 memory card if you so wish. So hit OK. Memory card 1's created. So once we've set up the memory card there, we'll go to highlight it and right click on it and highlight use for slot 1, and it goes into slot 1. Just make sure they've got memory cards in them, otherwise you won't be able to save your game. If you want to do a second memory card, we'll just create another one, same again. So we'll call that big memory card, and what we'll do is we'll use the 32 megabyte one. As it says, it should work with most games. The 64 megabyte one's got even less compatibility. What we'll do is we'll use this for games we're not too fussed about really, if the saves work or they don't, but it should work most of the time. So we'll click OK, and same again, we'll just right click and use for slot 2. So that's just got a memory card in each slot now, and we'll just close this over. There's other options here you can also explore as well. We can enable achievements, and if you want any other little tweaks to it you can make them, but I'm just going to keep that at the standard settings for now. So after that you're ready to go. Now what we can do is make these this little list look a bit better with the original artwork. So to do that, what we want to do is hit that little selector button there, and it'll give us a kind of box type format. So what I've done is I've found the covers on Google and I've just downloaded them to a folder on my USB stick. So what we want to do is grab the folder off the USB stick. So I'll just put it into my PS2 folder and just called it artwork. So we'll grab that and copy it over to the PS2 folder on the Steam Deck. So there we'll find it there next to the BIOS and the games. So what we want to do is just highlight the game you want to add the cover art to. Right click on it and set cover image. So we want to go to our PS2 folder, artwork. So that'll be getaway there, so we'll open that. There we are. We'll do the same for GTA 3. Set cover image, and then the file. There we are. It just gives us a much nicer format to look at when we want to select a game. It's nice also to see the original box art there. So that's how to add the artwork to the games. The final thing we want to do is go to the app executable for the emulator, and we'll add that to Steam. So what that will do is when we boot it up again, we won't have to go to desktop mode. We should be able to highlight that from the main screen. So we'll just try that just now. So we want to reboot. So what we'll do is we'll reboot, and we should see that on the home screen for the normal SteamOS setup. So we'll just restart. So we go to the library, then go to non-Steam. We'll find that there. We'll just double click on it and play. There we are. So we don't always have to put into desktop mode now. We just find that in the home screen and start it that way. So before we go, let's go and take a little look at some gameplay, and thanks again for watching. I'll catch you again soon. Cheers, bye bye.